Hello, guys. Today, I thought to myself, what do I feel like doing? Which is a question I think everybody should ask themselves once in a while. It keeps you feeling fresh and joyful in general. Like, do the things that you feel like doing that will keep you happy. It's as simple as that. I just feel like reading out my favorite poetry. And then I thought, I think there will be a lot of people who would just want to listen to some poetry in general. Like, you hear people talk all day. Sometimes you just gotta sit down, read some poetry, and call it a day. We are going to read from a few books, and I will talk about them as I go. I'm really excited about a few of these. Some of these you've already seen in my last book, but my last video. But last video actually, why I write poetry, that was the one where I talked about some of these books. Did not talk about a lot of them because I couldn't find my books. I have too many books, okay? It's just difficult sometimes. I spent like 15 minutes trying to find the one I'm gonna start with and contemplating whether I had given it to somebody and then scolding myself over that. And then it was just there, it was in my bookcase, it was between a few bright books and I couldn't see it. Hot coffee today, so not in a wine glass, obviously. But basically, it's too hot, so I'm not gonna sip it. Anyways, the one I'm starting with, I love it. I love it. I know I say that about a lot of things, and I think you should too. Because why not? Like, people are always ranting about what they don't like. Why don't we just talk about the things that we love more? You know? Anyways, this one is New Delhi Love Songs, poems by Michael Crichton. And I don't know how popular this is, I don't know, but when I first came to Delhi, I think it had been like a year and a half, and I found this at a bookstore. First of all, I did not know that somebody, and someone who's not natively from India, could write something like beautiful about Delhi. Everybody sees Delhi as this crazy place and this overcrowded, bustling city and people running around all the time, not having time, and just not a calm place, you know. But as an artist living in Delhi, I've realized that it's not just that. There are some redeeming qualities about Delhi. There are some beautiful things about Delhi. The way there are flowers blossoming everywhere in Delhi right now. The big, huge bushes with flowers on the side of the roads. The gardens just blossoming with all of these colors. And I know that you can see that in a lot of places. But seeing that coexist with a city that's just running into the future, it seems rather chaotic but also beautiful. It's, to me, it represents the world really. It's not perfect, it's chaotic as hell, but don't you love it? Like, don't you love it here? Um, I don't always love Delhi, let me tell you. I don't like the dust, I don't like the pollution, all of that, but Delhi in itself is not a bad place. It has so much history, it has so much culture, it has stories. Um, the way the weather changes in Delhi is also a beautiful thing to watch. I think I've written a poem about Delhi winters. It's I think it's in Hindi or in Urdu or maybe like a mix of both. I don't remember. If I find it, guys, I'm gonna read it out. And I need some suggestion, people. Like, tell me what you wanna see. I am just out here winging it. Yeah. You 28 subscribers down there. You freaking tell me what you want. Okay. New Delhi Love Songs by Michael Crichton. In these whimsical, deeply affectionate poems, New Delhi is both context and protagonist, alive in its dust, smog, and everydayness in the vibrant color of the first lychees of the season. In the mysteries that lie between city and sprawl, the city finds an ardent archivist in Michael Crichton, one who stoutly keeps the faith that warm rains will always come to clear the dust. Isn't that sweet? Isn't that sweet? Okay, so I think Michael Crichton was a teacher in Delhi and he was teaching somewhere, and meanwhile he writes a bunch of poems, and Michael Crichton is a middle school teacher and library movement activist in New Delhi. This is his first book. Michael Crichton, sir, if you ever watch this, I loved your book. It's beautiful. Like, it kind of spoke to me because I felt some of these things on my own, and these were written, I think, quite a while ago, but I love it. I'm gonna mention all of these books in my description. So if you're looking to pick up any of these books, again, I do not remember where I bought each one, but this one I think was Oxford Bookstore in Connaught Place. You find really good books there. Like, this one was such a find. Okay, there is this one poem that I absolutely love, and I'm going to look for that, and then I'm going to recite it to you people. The first one, it was the first one. I love it. It's so nice. Okay. New Delhi Love Song. Smog and dust mix with the air in New Delhi. I buy jasmine for her hair in New Delhi. People come from everywhere to this city. All are welcomed with a stare in New Delhi. The finest things in life don't come without danger. Eat the street food if you dare in New Delhi. We push in line and fight all day for each rupee. Who can say what's really fair in New Delhi? There is nothing you can't find in our markets. Socks and dreams sell by the pair in New Delhi. So many families on the street through the winter. Sometimes good men forget to care in New Delhi. Friends ask, Michael, why did you leave your own country? I found Jasmine for her here in New Delhi. I love it. It's so nice. And it's like the perfect blend, chaotic and beautiful. And it's telling the story that everyone knows and that is true, that it's kind of a rough place. But it's also telling the other story, which is also true, that there's beauty in this chaotic place. Okay, here we go. Watch my body to know who I am. Not like the others did. Not like an animal. Not like you want it now, quickly, without any remorse. Watch my veins travel down my arms and the inside of my legs. Watch the hair on my body rise and fall with the temperature in the room and the air entering from the window. Watch my muscles relax and my heart open. Watch my eyes until they are not afraid. Not like the others did. Not like the others would. Figure it out. Well, sometimes I wonder how a person like me becomes a poet. I felt like I used to believe that only people who are sort of reserved actually became poets, because they had so much in them that they could just write it down. I don't know what logic, but that is what I thought. But now I don't believe that anymore, because I'm the most open person. I mean, I'm open here. In real life, it takes a little while for me to get to a point where I really talk to people. I just observe a little bit before that, and then, but even then, I'm just like a very open person once I get to know you. And I think I've saved all of my intensity for poetry. Because in real life, I'm not an intense person. It also depends on the situation, but generally, like in a casual setting, I'm not an intense person. But my poems are sometimes like sort of intense, especially the first draft. Oh my god. Those were. Wait a second. Let me see if you feel like reading something from the first draft. Where is it though? There we go. Guys, I talk in a funny manner sometimes. Please don't think that I'm trying to do an accent or anything. I'm not. I don't do that. I just talk shit. I mean, yeah. Anyways, This one is called Willingly Heartbroken. It seems illogical, pathetic even, I know. The same old story, you're cold. I'm blind to the way you paint me in words, sweet and soul-piercingly bitter. But no one's in my shoes. They don't see you from my eyes. You are trouble, I know, beautiful and poisonous. And you don't care. And I love being heartbroken over you. So I know you'll disappear in the morning, but I'll watch you fall asleep tonight and walk away before you wake to save you from the guilt that you do not feel. Yep, I will do that. But I would do that. Not anymore, people. Ha! You feel your own guilt, bitches. I could have to cut that part. No, Jess, you cannot talk shit like that on YouTube. It hasn't been that long. Anyways, you guys will probably never see that unless I'm feeling adventurous. I have some footage from the mountains where I used to live. I mean, I used to live there when I was younger, and then I traveled back there and I just filmed a bunch. But since that was sort of my first time filming, it came out looking like Edward Scissorhands had filmed it. But I think there is some footage that I could use from it. Yeah. If this does end up being a serene video, I'll cut out all of my bullshit and make a bloopers thing in the end, because this doesn't match. I'm in such a jittery jam mood, and I'm reading poetry, like what? Anyways, I am done for today. See you in the next one.